Hello, awesome lady bosses. This is Benita Walker coming to you from benitawalker.com. And as you can see, I am ready to show you Facebook advertising part two, which is let's learn how to use the ad manager. Now, as you can see, this cover photo is quite different from yesterday's cover photo. I needed to change it because I had too much text on my photo image. Facebook only wants 20% of your image to be text. I might be pushing it a bit, I'm not sure, but we'll see. Okay, so to use the ad manager instead of just boosting a post, you're going to scroll all the way down to the bottom of your left-hand column, and you're going to see the word promote. And when you hover over it or click it, it's going to open up some suggestions. Do I want to promote my send message button, my website, page promotion, invite my friends, or do I want to go to Ads Manager? Now, I want to go to the Ads Manager today. Pretty much any of these other things, as far as promoting your website, a page promotion, that's exactly like you did with the Boost post. But Ads Manager gives you a lot more detail that you can add to your ad. Now, Ad Manager takes a second to load because it's definitely detailed. So keep in mind when you're trying to do a boost, you have to change your cover photo so that it's only 20% text and 80% or more in images. All right. Now, this is the first page of our Ads Manager. And as you can see, it tells me quite a lot more than the Boost Post page did. It's telling me how much money I spent in advertising over the last 7 days, which is 0. Tells me whose account this is. This is Benita Stokes Walker. Um, it has quite a bit. I'm going to just take a look at this part here. Gives me all my previous campaigns, and it lets you know whether they were completed. This one, of course, did not complete because this was my practice site, practice campaign, excuse me, that I did yesterday. So I could list all of my, take a look at all of my campaigns, and I don't want to because it's going to waste a little time, but I want to go straight to create campaign, and you'll see that link right here. So I'm going to click create campaign, and it's going to open up a new window. And the first thing it's going to ask me to do is choose a marketing objective for my campaign. Now you have 3 main objectives: awareness, consideration, or conversion. Do I want to increase people's awareness of my brand or business? Do I want to find potential customers? Or do I want to drive conversions or sales for my business? Well, let's see. Let me try find potential customers for my business. What I want you to bring your eyes over to is the left column is giving you every section that you're going to need to complete in order to fulfill the ad manager request. So the first thing it asks for is what campaign am I working on and the objective. The second section will be the ad set, which includes who's my audience, placements, meaning where do I want to place my ad on Instagram, Facebook, newsfeed, or just Facebook right now, or do I want it in the mobile section? What? Then it goes into budget and schedule. Then you create your actual ad. You upload any media that you want, whether it's a video or images, and then you include your text. So it's already laid out for you in an outline for you to just go through the list. And it's not going to make you mess up. You've got to go in that order. So in any event, I am going to find potential customers. And let's see, what are my options? sending people to my website. That's really what I want to do. Get installs of my app. No, I don't have an app for them to install. Do I want to raise attendance at an event? If I had an event to promote, this might be a good idea to do. Do I want to get video views? No, I don't have any videos on my site that I really need people to see. Or do I want to collect leads for my business? Actually, I want to do both. Collect leads for my business as well as sending people to my website. But technically, to me, that's one and the same. Once I send them to my website, there's opt-ins all over the place. And I'm hoping I'm going to collect the lead. So I'm going to start. Excuse me, my throat is really dry. I'm going to start with sending people to my website. So I'm clicking there. So I've got my objectives set up, and it's going to just confirm it, basically. I'm doing clicks to website, and the purpose being, or the objective is to increase the number of visits to my website. Then Facebook just gives you a campaign name. Now you can call it what you want, but you can just click in here and just type over what they gave you. They gave me website clicks. I'm fine with that. So I'm going to keep it website clicks. Click continue. It takes you automatically to the next section. So I'm not going to skip anything. I'm in the ad set section, and they've taken me to audience. So I'm going to define my audience, and then placement, and then the budget and schedule. So audience, it says define who do you want to see your ads. And they do have a little section, a link that says learn more. You can click on that if you ever forget exactly what you need to do in this portion. So I'm going to create a new audience, or I could use one of these existing audiences that I already have. So I'm going to stay with new audience because I like to show you that. Target ads to people who know your business. You can create a custom audience to show ads to your contacts, website visitors, or app users. I don't want to create a custom audience. I'm going to just go through the list like I did yesterday. Everyone in this location, yes, that's going to be United States. And where it says add locations, I'm going to click there, and I'm going to add another country. I want Canada. I'm going to use something different today than I used yesterday. And of course, Canada, the country, comes up. I could add more if I want. Let's go with Asia. I'm sorry, that's a continent, not a country. I want China. And so I've got 3 locations: United States, Canada, and China. And they're going to give me all the people in that area. Now, again, remember, I sell travel, so I really don't want 18-year-olds there. Again, they don't have the kind of disposable income that they might need in order to travel a lot. So I'm going to go with 25 and up again, 25 to 65. I'm going to go with all, men and women this time, because I am going to other countries, and I really want to reach a different audience today. Enter a language, not necessarily. They still will have to speak English in order to come to my website and complete anything. Now, I can add some detailed targeting, just like I did when I browsed for interest yesterday. Include people who match at least one of the following. So I'm going to browse. And do I want any more demographics like education, ethnic affinity, generation, home owners? Not necessarily. Do I really need parents? Do I need somebody in politics, somebody in relationship? I would like people who work, but I don't have to use that. Most of the time, it's going to be somebody who works anyway, who's going to be looking for travel. No one I want to exclude here. Connections. Add a connection type. I'm sorry, I skipped something. I don't want demographics, but I do want travel, vacations, um, people who like tourism. Now, if you will notice, this does not stop me. Once I choose tourism, it doesn't say, well, tourism is more narrow than travel. do you want tourism to narrow your audience? No, I can use interests and hobbies, and it doesn't matter. It can be four things in the travel industry. I could do travel and leisure. It's going to give me everything I want. So they're saying they're going to give me an audience that matches at least one of these. Okay, doesn't have to match a lot. I'm going to go and look for another category besides travel. Let's say I want, now in terms of behaviors, do I want people who like B2B, um, people who are expatriates, people who make charitable donations, seasonal and events, residential profiles, purchase behavior. I want people who buy a lot, people who buy food and drink, people who buy travel. This is a behavior. All frequent travelers. So not only can I choose the demographics and their interests, I can choose behaviors. I want people who actually behave this way, travel frequently, okay? I'm going to save this audience, so I need a connection type. Let me show you this. Facebook pages, people who like my page, friends, no. Apps, events, no. I don't want a connection type, but I do want to save this audience. And the audience name, I need to give it a decent name. These are my travel groups. And I'm going to say new travel so that I know that this is a group that I've just recently set up, not my old travel group. Now, placements. Where do I want this? In the mobile news feed, of course. Instagram, yes. Audience network, yes. Desktop, yes. Right-hand column, not necessarily. Again, why should I pay money for that? And again, over here on the right, this is going to give you a lot more information than you had yesterday. When you're boosting a post, you're not getting a whole lot of information other than your demographics and your interests. But when you're actually using the ad manager, they're going to give you a little meter here that tells you, well, is your audience definition too broad or is it too specific? Now notice mine is somewhere close to the really extreme broad side because remember, I've got 3 countries, I've got men and women, so that's a pretty broad category. Now, if you're getting to the yellow section, they're saying you need to be a little cautious. You're going to get a little too broad to really target the people you want. And for me, that's okay. So I'm close, but I'm not in yellow yet. Now, let's say it was over here to the more specific audience. Maybe you want only 18 to 20-year-olds who get their nails done. That's very specific. And they have to like horseback riding. I don't know why. But let's just say you're very, very specific and your meter gets over here into the red zone. That's not necessarily a bad thing. It depends on who you're really trying to target. And if that really suits your marketing needs at the time, use it. Ignore the meter. You know, it's just there for to help you a little bit to see whether or not are you really targeting the audience you want to target, okay? So now this gives me a recap of what I just did. My audience details. My location is Canada, China, United States. My age range is 25 to 65. And I need to scroll down here a little to see the rest. Placements. I'm going to place this on pages in the news feed, on the desktop computers, news feed on the mobile devices, third-party apps and websites on mobile devices, or Instagram feed. People who match. These are people with interest in travel, tourism, vacation, or travel and leisure, and their behaviors have to be all frequent travelers. If you're not a frequent traveler, my service isn't going to be for you because we actually kind of sort of make people go on vacation because we give them all of their money back that they give us. So if you don't travel frequently, this isn't for you. So that's why I'm putting in the behavior of all frequent travelers. Potential reach, 124 million. Now that's a lot, except when you start looking at the estimated daily reach. Daily, I'm only going to go up to about 2,400 on Facebook. And it says, but up to 23,000 on Instagram. Now that's a nice number. So I'm going to stick with that. Let me go down to budget and schedule. I've got to find out exactly how much money I want to spend. Now, remember yesterday I told you to be very careful about this. On a boost post, it's going to ask you for your total budget. But when you're using the ad manager, they're asking for your daily budget. So do not make the mistake of saying, oh, I'm going to spend about $200 this month. So put $200 in there. No, this is daily budget. Be very careful here, okay? Now, it does have a drop-down menu, but the only other choice you have really is a lifetime budget. So once you get big, of course, you're going to probably put a lifetime budget in there. But for now, daily budget is fine. I think I want to spend $20 a day. I can always change that, just make it anything I want. Let's see, if I wanted to go in with $10 a day, that might change my daily reach. Yes, I'm only down to 11,000 on Instagram and 1,000 on Facebook. That's okay, but I think I like the 20 better. Bring me back up. Now, do I want to run my ad continuously starting today? No, I would like to set a start and end date. And again, they're going to give you a full month as your choice to start with. So no, I don't want it for a month at $20 a day. That's a bit much, but I will go for a week. I'm going to end it on the 16th. So if I'm doing $20, oops, that's August still. Let me take that back. I need to go back to July. Don't make that mistake. I saw $700. I'm like, that is not $20 a day. Okay, so today is the 9th. I'm going to go to the 16th. And I'm spending $140 total. 7 days at $20 a day. And of course, they do have some advanced options. You really don't need this right now. Link clicks to my website. Don't really, it's going to do that automatically. When you get charged, link click, run ads all the time. I don't want to do that. Delivery type is standard. Then it gives me my ad set name that Facebook uses. In other words, Facebook is going to abbreviate pretty much everything I did, which is I'm doing US, Canada, and China. The CN is their abbreviation for China. And this is 25 plus, because once I got to 65 plus, that's obviously anybody over 25. Now I'm ready to hit continue. And notice it's got me in the ad section, and I'm at the formatting stage. So to format, I want to tell Facebook, how do I want my ad to look? Do I want a single image or a video in my ads? That would be this choice. Or do I want multiple images in one ad? And that would show up as a slideshow. That's the word I'm trying to say. It's going to show up as a slideshow. And what will happen is the image that gets the most engagement, they're going to rearrange your images and make sure that that one, not really rearrange them, but they'll make sure that that image that gets the most engagement is always shown first when someone comes to your site or looks at your ad. So here's where I upload it. I'm ready to, I've told them exactly which way I want, what format I want, the single image or video. And this is where I'm going to upload either my single images here or my video here. Now, if I had said multiple images in one ad, then I would be uploading here for my slideshow. And they say the maximum is 7. You can choose anywhere from 3 to 7 images that will play as a video. Since I did not actually put any images in here, and I'm not writing the text, which goes here, enter the text for my ad, and all I would do is start typing. Connecting to Facebook, this is my image with my name, or I could use a different page. I created a new page today called Free Sports Interactive App because I'm also um, promoting a new app that's coming out in the fall. But for this purpose, I want to use the Benita Walker page, and I don't need to add an account. Now, where do I want them to go when they click on a picture or click on my ad? I want them to go to http://www.benitawalker.com. So you're going to just simply type in the website URL that you would like them to go to. And they're showing me that's where it's going to go. Okay. Headline. What headline am I going to need? I can change it. It could be Home Benita Walker. That's the headline they're giving me. I don't like that headline. Now, what just happened here, this is my ad preview. This is the first picture you see on my cover photo for my website. I'm about to change that because I really wasn't 100% pleased with that. As a matter of fact, I just recently got a good critique from a very, very knowledgeable website person, or internet marketing person, I should say, and she advised me what to do with this picture. I just haven't done it yet. But if I want a different picture here, I'd have to actually go change my website before I could change it here. I can't change this within the Facebook Ad Manager. So now text. This is what I want to write. This is where I'm going to place my text for my ad, my call to action button. Now here is what's major different from a boost post. You're going to have a call to action button. Oh, you don't have to. Let me take that back. But it's really good conversion to have a call to action button. It can either say learn more, and that's what a lot of them say, or you can click on the downward arrow and get a lot to choose from. You can choose no button. I wouldn't go that route. You can say apply now. Maybe there was an application of some sort you wanted them to apply for. Maybe you were having them book an event because you're advertising an event. That's when you would use book now. If all you want them to do is contact you, use one of these call to action buttons. If you want them to sign up for your website, newsletter, the sign up button. You want them to download something. If I'm giving away something free and I'm saying, hey, it's available, download it now, that's the button I would use. But for this purpose, I'm going to keep it with learn more. Again, they've got some advanced options here. And you can describe your link and why people should click on it. And that's going to come in the news feed link description. When you display the link, you can enter the link as you want people to see it in your ad. In other words, if I don't want them to see the HTTP part, I can simply put www.benitawalker.com, or because you can still reach me without the www, I might just want to put benitawalker.com. Whatever I want, that's the display link. URL format, parameters. I don't even remember what that is. Let me click on information. It says URL parameters. You specify here will, the URL parameters you specify here will be appended to or replace existing parameters in URLs. For example, if the URL parameters are specified as key 1 equals value, key 2 equals value 2, and this ad includes the URL test, learn more. I'd have to really read that to tell you exactly what that is. That's crazy. Pixel tracking. This is something extremely important. In brief, I'm going to tell you this. It will track where your people are coming from when they get to your site, first of all. And usually your Google Analytics is going to help you with that. But pixel tracking from Facebook is going to measure where do these people go as they're on your page, and where do they go after they leave your page. Extremely important. I've got a training that's not going to come up right now, but I'll make sure that you get it before the month is out. Facebook Pixel, you can now create one pixel for tracking, optimization, and remarketing. In other words, you can use one pixel for a lot of things. I'm not going to create a pixel today. I'll talk to you about that another time. But this is what my ad is going to look like. I didn't put any text in here yet, but this is the text that showed up so far. They can like my page at the same time. What's below? Here's the Learn More button. And all I got to do is click Learn More. They're going to get to my website, okay? It also restates my website down here. And just like any other post, an ad can be liked, commented on, or shared. Now, this is just a recap of where I'm going to put my ad in the mobile news, Instagram, audience network, not on the desktop right column. I see mobile news. Where's the regular news feed? I'm missing something. This does not look good. Let me go back and see. Placement. Make sure I didn't omit anything. Desktop news feed. I've got it checked. Page and links. Oh, here it is up top. Sorry, I was blind. So this is telling me what it looks like in the desktop news feed. If I click on mobile, this is what it looks like in the mobile. Click on Instagram. This is what it's going to look like on Instagram. Third-party apps. This is what it's going to look like on third-party apps. So everything is there that I asked for. I'm going to scroll down again to see if there's anything else here. It doesn't say anything other than to move forward. Because you notice I'm on the very last thing, which was the ad and page and links. I'm going to either review my order and then place it, or I can just simply click place order right here and I'm done. But clearly I don't want to do that, so I'm going to just come out of here. And it says your changes will be lost if I continue, of course, because I know I don't want to save it. But my audience is saved because I did save that first. And so I'm done. And I hope you enjoyed that. Hope it wasn't so boring. I hope you find some good use out of the Ad Manager, and definitely we will be talking about pixels at another time. So have a great evening, and I will see you on the next video. I didn't start.